Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. And here we are with my friend Alan Goh and our lecturer Dr. Tan Soo Bee. So welcome back to our Teh Tarik channel. As you can see here, we still have a different tarik already. We have a different tea. I think is what did you drink?
I don't know. There's some Chinese tea.
Chinese tea, and you are?
Some sort like Myanmar Teh Tarik.
And now I will use the same brand, Dilmah, as usual. So, but what is our purpose today? We want to talk about something is very important after the big announcement by our Prime Minister last night. It's quite interesting when the Prime Minister in the end, before the end of the announcement, his speech, he said that we have to extend to 12th of May. And I believe all of people will say, we know it already.
Yeah.
we just
Waiting for it to be official.
we know it already. We just need it to be official today. So and then today we are. We talk about into the unknown. And as we can see here, last week we talked about personal life, personality, individual. But today we talk about community. What is expectation about community today? Anyone to comment?
Well, I think the most likely will be economy, salary, income, expenses, and then keeping money, don't want to spend money, things like that.
Okay, good.
I think there will be mixed responses from the community. Now I'd like to draw the story again, like what we did last week about Joshua bringing the people into the promised land. So at the threshold, entering into the promised land at Jordan, you know, if you were there, you will be, wow, you know, walking across dry land, across the river, you know. But for this week, as we look at the community, I also like us to imagine back in time. Wow, you're among the people there. What do you think will happen? You know, I believe there will be mixed response, both positive and negative.
Yes.
You know, just like right now, you know, when first Malaysia went to MCO, you know, on March 18. Wow, such an important date now, March 18. You know, quickly I noticed there are two types of people. You know, one who, yeah, this is it, this is an opportunity. Right? And then we think, our minds start thinking, what can we do? What can we go around the restriction? What is it we can do, you know, around here? But still we are confined within the restriction. But we can think of things, do this, do that. But another group of people is like, "Ayo, say no food what you want to do no toilet paper I've been receiving voice recording, you know, of people speaking like that. Say lah. You know, there are people there who try to make the situation even worse. So I believe that the Israelites, you know, when they were entering to the promised land, the same thing happened. Say lah, how are we going to cross that river? I mean, Jordan River is something like a sea, you know. Yeah. How to walk across? And then over there, what are we going to eat?
Okay.
Now we need to cucuk tanam. You know, you need to wait for the padi for the harvest.
The party.
You need time for it to grow. What are we going to eat?
True.
So there will be people there also, you know, just like us now. So now we enter the fourth phase already. There will be people saying, say ya, no job already when MCO is lifted. You see lah, all these people, no money already and then go to supermarket, shelves slowly empty already Say ya.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we Christians, if we, like last week we have said already, as long as God is the head, we should be fearless.
Yes.
So the same thing, we should be providing that spiritual leadership to all these people that say, hey, God is there, He'll take care of us. Why are you so afraid? If you know who your God is, why are you so afraid? Yeah. So as we enter into the fourth phase, as we enter into closer and closer to seeing the outside world, I believe there will be mixed responses also.
Yes.
You will hear positive input, you will hear negative input. So which do you prefer to be on? I prefer to be on the positive note.
Yep.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. Yeah. When you talk about that, I remember last time I'm reading. I read my Facebook comment and my Instagram. A lot of says, "Oh, this is saddest. Hari Raya will be the saddest.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Ramadan.
Ramadan to be." And I'm thinking is, basically yes, we were sad, but it will make you safe.
Yeah.
And then when we see, I realize if government lift up MCO, all of them become a zombie, and then we get the infection again, and they have to do MCO again and again and again, repetition, same time by time. But I think it's the decision of the government is basically right to do at this moment. Even we have like when I was in my church online as an online prayer pastor, so that as a theme. So most of the prayer says, today I was laid off by my company. I'm laid off by my production team, everything. And you know what? And then they ask me how I can pray for these people. And then I'm thinking. So I realized something need to be done. So I quote from Psalm 33. Even the darkest valley, you surely will guide me. Amen. Isn't it? So this is the point. Even I know that for all of the viewers outside there, even this time of struggle, and even the time that we say, what is going on in this life? What is going on MCO? Now it's to the 4th phase and probably the 5th phase. But as the Graham said, it's about time. It's about, do you believe that God is working ahead of you or not? This is the point of truth that we are waiting for. Somehow people might have a lot of questions in their mind, even when you just watch us today. Probably have a lot of questions to ask about what is going on today. But what we can say is, we have to put all our faith, but at the same time encourage each other, not to discourage each other.
Yeah, if I may add, I mean all these things, losing jobs and need to lay off your people and all, it's something that are very real. We realize that it's not saying that we Christian, we're on cloud 9,
Yeah.
God is real and that's it, we are so exclusive. I mean, we identify with all these people. It's going to be a hard journey ahead. But then the truth that if we are a community of God, we have each other.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because we are in this together, we will go through this together.
And then when we talk about it, I recall when I watched Bishop of Mung Hing a video about why does God allow coronavirus happen? And does God leave us? Does God did not watch over us? But do you remember that the last word of Jesus and written in the book of Matthew, I will be with you until the end of the age. And even the book of John, the Gospel of John, according to John, written in I think chapter 15 or something, says it's about, I will pour out the Holy Spirit, advocate for you. And basically today, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God Himself, live in us, encouraging us every single day. Even the time we're struggling, but God will help us through our brothers and sisters. He will move it. Sometimes we need to have, not to say big faith, but it's a big trust and faith. This is the question. This is the key factors today. And probably, Alan, do you have any point to argue?
Yeah, I totally agree with what you guys are mentioning, the two group people. But in my mind, I was thinking of perhaps there is a third group. Let me tell you what will the third group do. Now this third group of people, what will they do? Oh, like that? Okay, lor. Oh, you go there? Yeah, no good lah. Good. Means
stand in the fence.
Yes. No opinion, don't follow up, don't do anything. Then more people say no. Then they say bad lah. People see it lah. So there is no standing, nothing. So this group of people are those people like lukewarm. They don't do anything about it. then most of the time they will end up complaining.
Yes.
Why like this? Why like that? Why the government not do? So I will encourage it. Let us don't be in that group until what happened outside there we have totally no idea. Then suddenly MCO lifted, Yaga.
Listen already,
My goodness. So let us not be this group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk about, I remember when you connect the journey of when Moses brought out people from Egypt to the Promised Land. All of people nagging him, saying, "What is going on? There's no food. He's so hot. There's no water." And then nagging him until he wanted to give up. But God encouraged him. When I remember, I think it's on Exodus chapter 5 or something. Yeah, chapter 5. When people start to complain to Moses and Aaron, say, "How dare you," in another simple way, "how dare you brought us to this subject? You make us suffer." But then when Moses prayed and gave his frustration and his whatever in his heart and pray to God, say, "God, I don't know what to do." And that moment God works. I believe it's happened not only at that time by Moses, but will experience by each one of us even today.
Yeah, another example you can look at is David.
Yes.
When David is Ziklag,
Mm.
where he went away and then people came to the Moabites, is it?
Yes.
Or the Amorites.
I think
Moabites.
it's Malachites.
The Amalekites.
Amalekites.
They took everything away, and then his men actually ready to stone him. And
Mm.
what did he do? He found strength in the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think we are very. If you look at all this parallel, it should be exciting time for Christians. I mean, everything that we read in the Bible, we can experience it right now.
Yeah. It's not only the words that we read, but we experience it. But we don't feel very much suffer because we know that at the back, at the front, at your right, at your left, God is with you. That is the thing is. And then today when we talk about community, even today, does your community have help? Like, for example, in Seremban, we have a good MP, Anthony, I forget the name.
Really? I don't know. I don't know you. I'm from Penang.
Anthony Log, because we stand Seremban obviously. So when I watch on Facebook, he was post that we will send help, we send food, we send fruit. Sometimes they send vegetables to the rural part areas. And I say, yes, it's a great part.
Don't receive anything.
Oh.
But how about us in the church today? Even you see, like when I have conversation with a priest a few days ago, he said, "You know that, friend, our church offerings are dropped down until 70%. But we don't have to worry much because God will find out the way for us." You know, I said to myself, if I in this position of that priest, for sure I will be worried so much because how I will pay my staff, the church staffs, and how I'll pay the electric costs and even the water bills.
There's going to be a discount, ma. TMB giving a discount. Oh, serious? April, May.
But you still need to pay, right?
Yeah, it's going to give us quite a big chunk of discount.
Yeah, for sure. Then I'm thinking, wow, I said, it's not only happen, and I realize is how we can encourage each other. For example, this me. How we can encourage each other, even though we got a problem, is through a prayer. It's through by read the Word of God. It's through by helping each other when in need. Because remember the love that have been delivered by Jesus when he asked, I go to Peter, isn't it? The last chapter, when he asked Peter, do you love me?
Oh, okay.
Peter thought it's a love of brotherhood. We call it filial. But Jesus trying to say in agape love without boundary. Do you love me?
I think one more thing that we need to look at is that, this is also a time for us to exhibit our faith.
Yes.
And what I mean by this is that we are called to sacrificial living.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, how much are we willing to sacrifice for the welfare of the community?
Yes.
Yeah, we as a church, if I see my brother here running out of cash, do I just, this is my money, or do we share our food with him? If we have, some of us in the churches, like what you're saying, we still don't have pay cut yet.
Yes, correct.
There are some people out there in the private sector already getting pay cut.
Yeah, correct.
Do we sacrifice our comfort so that our brother, our sister can also live as, comfortably as the rest?
Is it true?
I think this is a time that calls us to consider, for sacrifice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
because our Christian life is maybe not a sacrificial lifestyle.
Yeah.
So if you really believe, do you really call yourself a Christian, are you willing to sacrifice?
Yes, it is. Because when you touch about it, I remember when my history class, church history class, I prefer to call it the history of Christianity. Where is more comfortable for me? When we talk about that, in the past, the early church members, they experienced a persecution.
They sell everything, they share to everyone.
Yeah.
They have been persecuted, they have been killed, they have to hide away in the cave, even the underground tunnel and everything. And then they shared every single thing what they have. As a Christian community. And to be called Christians are not very favorable in that time. And here we are today, we just say, who are you? I'm a Christian. And then we can walk and have the freedom, not the freedom in the freedom that world thing, it's a freedom in Christ that we need to think about. This has happened also today. And we'll talk about sacrifice, yes. If the early church have done it, why not us today?
Yeah, because now we can become so individualized.
Yes.
Everything is mine.
Yeah, me and me.
That's why we need to change.
I, me, mine.
That's why
I mean my I forget already. But that's kind of habit which is on materialistic or individualistic need to be pulled out from the seeds of our heart. It's time for sharing. Probably it's very easy by mouth to say, but to be honest, even to all of you here, even to the viewers in there, it's very hard. But when the Spirit of the Lord moves your heart, you cannot stop it. Seriously, I experienced that even before. You cannot stop the feeling because there's your brothers or your sisters who are suffering. You need to help. And then today we talk about probably about technology. What technology do we have today? Like communication. Bombastic have happened. I think Zoom will be going to be the second rich company in
That's
the world.
why you have all the competitors coming in, Webex, Suit.
Yeah, Google Classroom.
Google Classroom will be good for those with a low internet speed. That is only
Yes.
text-based. Difficult lah. I tried that.
Malaysia is the 5th largest user of Google Classroom. According to the data, first is America. And I was also, when I read the news, wow, Malaysia, the 5th top 5.
The problem is, I've used Google Classroom. You don't know whether the other end is really your student. They may ask someone, just reply yes. Do you say reply yes?
And going on that, Alan, because you brought that topic.
Yeah, because I think that now people are getting so much into all this thing, Zoom thing. We just want to encourage that you don't Zoom too much to become zombie. Everything Zoom. Then I want to talk to you also. Hey, let's Zoom.
Let's Zoom.
Zoom.
Zombie.
Become zombie. But then on the other hand, then having this Zoom is also a good thing because we can see that there are a lot of web seminar we call webinar. not Ribena, wet Ribena. Coming in, there is a lot, tons of them. So it's like flying everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free online courses.
Yes, yes.
Well, when you talk about free online courses, I think one is from Harvard, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just completed one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Christianity through its scriptures. A very good reading materials. Very good.
You know, because I target Harvard one because it's very good sources. But the one I really want to read is from, I think it's Wycliffe in London, in UK.
Oh, okay.
It's much, and Wycliffe and for Anglicanism is when you log on to Durham University. It's very good. Oh, we talk about academy today, so don't worry about us. Let's get back to the stories we have today. So yeah, and suddenly today, all become contactless. You know?
Yeah, because you cannot touch me, I cannot touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, better don't touch. One meter.
1 meter away,
And then suddenly we more into e-pay, e-wallet.
Yeah, you wanna.
Yeah. Touch and go lah.
Touch and go, everything.
Pay
Yeah,
lah.
transfer you transfer me, something like that.
You know, last week, both of us, what we buy? I forget already. A food thing, isn't it?
Grocery.
Groceries or something. Then I have my money left in my Grab. I just transfer my money through Grab, e-Grab, to his account.
Yeah.
Just one click.
Yeah, then I grab his money. Grab.
You know, you can imagine how it can be a beneficial to you, but at the same time it can be a disadvantage.
Yeah,
also.
that is that
Yes.
convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember buying something from the weekly thing the girls went out to buy. So I couldn't meet this person for payment, and then touch and go e-wallet. Okay, what's your number? Poop, paid already.
Yeah.
And that's how we today. Even before it started, if we're going to split one, we can use bread boost online.
Many restaurants are accepting all this e-wallet transfer things and all.
But I think it's Malaysia have a little bit slow from China.
Yeah, but this actually pushed us.
Yes. And because just I think few years back the government is keep on talking about all
We are still thinking, is it safe?
Yes.
Now we got no choice.
No, it's not what this we have to use at the moment. Even like my telco, I had if before when I think it's 2 years ago, it will be bother some because I need to go to the shop and to buy it. But today, I just open my e-wallet, just open my GrabPay, just click my number there, and call what amount I want, I get it today.
But then again, I just want to remind you, if you have a lot of money, don't put it too much into the e-wallet because it's so easy. One swipe it goes. So means to say, if I accidentally touch your phone and swipe, then become mine, you also don't know.
Yeah.
So probably play a little cautious on that.
Yeah.
Because with the world we live today is not the paradise. It's a real life. You cannot think, oh, it's a heaven. No, it's a real life where it's tough. But don't worry, even if it's tough, believe that God is with you. That is it. And then how about economy? Any ideas for economy?
I don't know. I think it'll take a couple of years before they pick up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real tough after MCO.
Yes.
But I think it's going to be worth it because what is more important is human lives.
Yes. And also, I think that the environment is getting a lot better.
Yeah.
You mentioned.
You know, I just read. I think it's two days ago. It says in where's the place in Italy that we got float city?
Venice.
Venice.
They got what do you call it, fish swim act where they used to have a romantic scene.
Maybe next time you see mermaid.
You know, I imagine that how God can use this opportunity to revive the nature, to touch again and say, nah, you stay back, I do my work now. It has happened. Even today, like with STM, I think I have seen monkeys.
I've always been seeing monkeys outside.
Suddenly suddenly monkeys become too active these few days, these weeks, and then I can see that the voice of the birds.
Yeah. Early morning, 2 a.m.
Can you imagine that?
I've always hear that.
Yeah, because it become real to me because before MCO, I
Yeah, we
thought
don't realize it
Yeah,
because
too
we are
busy.
so
Yeah.
busy. Oh, come to class, go to class, go to class. We don't realize all this.
yeah, and then we try and then we learn how to appreciate nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
So I think maybe it's a good time since we will have a lot of time. So probably you may just want to sit down there and listen to the nature. Maybe do a reflection or write something.
Enjoy nature.
Enjoy, write down a reflection. Maybe suddenly you become a photographer of birds or of butterfly or of insect.
Bird watcher.
But it can be possible because you got nothing to do.
Yeah, I hope that whenever you are at the house at this moment, don't get too bored.
Yeah. Find something to do.
Find something to do.
Make good use of your time.
Yeah. It is time for you just to say, to love yourself. I mean, to take care of yourself. At this time, this is the time.
Do some exercise also.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know,
because Frederick is putting on weight rounder and rounder.
Oh.
no.
I'm not.
Oh.
You know, I just eat. You know, because of coronavirus and because of MCO, both of us just eat probably twice. The official, the big one, only twice a day.
Hi.
In the brunch and also in the evening.
Hi.
But what the others will be about what they call it in Malay kudapan, or just
Yeah, kudapan.
kudapan, isn't it? Or tea break. We feel hungry when we assignments.
Oh, no wonder that day when you break your dinner, there 3 pieces of chicken. Wow.
because we're so hungry. You know, because and basically because of MCO, I managed to lose down weight about 5 kg.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. From 85. Oops. From 85 to become 80 at this moment. And I target is going to be 75. Just be 75. Then I slow down to 70. My ideal target is 70. But anyway, this is the best thing. I thank you for the conversation for today. And I hope that all of you, the viewers, also very well. And God bless each one of us. Stay at home at this moment. God bless. Short of prayer.
Hello?
Sure, let us come and pray. Well, thank you, Father God. I can give you thanks and give you glory and praises for everything that you have done, for everything that you are going to do, and for everything that you are doing now. Well, thank you, Father God, that even though in terms of all this MCO extension to the 4th phase, it seems like that we cannot do a lot of things. But Father God, I want to continue to pray, Father God, that you bless us with the wisdom to know what we can do during this 4th phase. It is not like staying at home, not doing anything, but then we can actually use this time to do some other thing. Maybe developing our hobbies, maybe spending some time to look at nature. Maybe we can start to learn something new and free through the webinar, through Zoom. Maybe it is time for us to rebuild our relationship with our families. Maybe it is time to also think about those people that last time we've been so busy that we don't contact, but now, thank you, Father God, you gave us a time. You gave us a time to slow ourselves down, slowing down our pace, so that we can have more thought about ourselves, about relationship with you, and also about our relationship with other people as well. Thank you, Father God. Continue to pray, Father God, that during this extension of MCO, and pray, Father God, may you continue to take care of us, continue to protect us, continue to also look after all those who are having difficult times during this MCO, especially those who are on duty in the front line. And of course, Father God, we also understand that during this MCO, it's also causing some places, some other countries to face insufficient food issue. But I pray, Father God, may you also look after them. And then, Father God, for all the unknown things that is lying ahead of us, we just want to thank you, Father God, because you promised us that you are going to go in front of us. And not just in front of us, you are bringing us together, holding our hands to cross that barrier, to move into a new era. So I want to pray, Father God, this unknown is nothing new, because to you it's not new. To us it's new, but then we know that our trust is in you. Thank you, Father God, for such a wonderful promise to all of us. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.